Good afternoon, Ewans. How Ewans doing? I hope Ewan doing this real good. Well, this is about some of that eBay stuff and some of that other stuff and some of that other stuff. Well, to the eBay, a couple weeks ago, I decided to put everything on sale for so much off for free shipping to get it out. And I ended up finding out that I was selling a lot of my cheap stuff, but it was taking me more time, TIME time, to do the packing of those items, and it just was not worth it to me. So I had 650 items. When I got through deleting items, I had about 350, right at 400. Okay. Now, I tried the promoted listings. That worked okay. I've never had a lot of bad luck with sales unless I messed up myself, which I have done quite a few times in my life. Okay. Um, I did the. I went in my store and I did a slight revision, to put it that way, of my prices. I raised them. So then I went into the promoted listings and I put 10% on the scale. I haven't tried the trending percentage yet at all. Um, I then put everything on a 25% off or best offer. Some stuff has shipping, some stuff don't. I'm trying it both ways. Um, the reason I like the best offer, the uh, the reasons for the best offer is I like to know where something is going. Before I accept an offer, I always see where I'm going to have to ship it to. Because I can take less for somebody over here on the East Coast or Texas or something like that than I can for Colorado, New Mexico, California, Washington State, all those places. But on jeans, I usually try to figure out what I want total, and then I'll put free shipping, free priority shipping. Because if you have a vacuum sealer, you can take those jeans, also big coveralls, overalls, and stuff like that, and fold them and put them in a vacuum sealer. And you can put them in a small $5.75 uh, flat rate envelope and send it for $5, $6. Now on my shoes, I usually have a calculated. That don't mean it's right. I've been doing this for quite a long time. Like I say, I'm old, boy, out old man, but I can. I'm pretty much figure out on calculated. I don't have any items that are big that's going to be terribly pain consuming or hard to ship. Um, I have a bad back. I got in a wreck a couple of years ago and still dealing with that problem. I had some help for a while, and what I found out about help is it's hard to get somebody at all. I don't know if I'll be doing it anymore at all because you run into two or three things. First thing, oh, they're wide open, start with everything's so good and everything's so good, no problem. Oh, then they see you got these orders coming in that you're making money, which they think it is boatloads of money. Well, I wish I had a boatload of money, but because I don't. Um, can you make a living off eBay? Sure, no question about it. You got to do the work. eBay is work. Y'all don't forget that. eBay is work. It requires a lot of hours and a lot of work. Research probably is the biggest time consumer at all, is researching the item. Okay, but you need to do that. So, you know, next thing they say, oh, well, he's making all this kind of money. I think the best thing that we can do is, hell, I can do this on my own. Well, some folks can. But there's a lot more to it than what meets the eye. This is not a business you're going to learn. You ain't going to never learn it all. But this is not a business that you're going to learn everything you need to know overnight. Shipping, you know, they think they know it. I've had every one of the people that ever worked for me come back to me after a while wanting their job back because they couldn't make it. They didn't have the capital. They didn't have the time. They didn't have. Well, let me tell you, it ain't happening. I can't get out. I think I'm leaving a lot of money on the table during garage sale season because I got Cadillacs in my eyes and I can't see enough to drive. So I'm not being able to thrift a whole lot. I did go out thrifting, yard sale, garage sale, whatever, about maybe 2 weeks ago on a Friday morning, and spent $157, and I have sold about 400 and something dollars off that line. I pulled out a jacket today, a zip jacket, cold weather. Just pulled it out, took a picture, looked it up, did my research. I think I paid $1 for that jacket. Well, the only one that I found that was sold for $199 plus shipping. So we will just see. But I don't like auctions, so I don't put anything on auction. Okay. Um, if I find something that is so rare that I can't find nothing about it, good chance I'm gonna keep that. I have a place where I keep my stuff. Actually, I've got a 10 by 30 storage building. I got a garage full, and then I got two rooms, big rooms upstairs in our house that I do all my work from. I find it to have a lot less stress doing things by myself. Does that make it hard? When I can't see to drive, it makes it extremely difficult because I cannot go to the yard sales. I guess I could Uber, but I don't know nothing about Mr. Uber. I knew his brother Charles Uber, but I never knew this new guy named Uber. I didn't know him. So, you know, I don't mess with a whole lot of people I don't know nothing about. You know what I mean? Um, Potted meat and pineapple sandwiches. You take some of that potted meat, you spread it on that piece of bread. You got two pieces of bread, you got one can of potted meat, split it about half and half, and put it on there. Then you put some of that crushed pineapple on it. Lord of mercy, your tongue will beat your damn brains out trying to get to it so fast. That's some good eating. Hell yeah. Try some of that potted meat and pineapple sandwiches. Them's real good. Uh, Another thing I like is hoghead cheese. You can buy hoghead cheese pretty cheap down yonder at that Walmart place, you know. But that just, it ain't really that good. But now, I run into some over yonder at that dang public grocery store made by that company called Boar's Head. Yeah, Boar's Head. Now, they got some good hoghead cheese. They sure do. It's got some good meats up in there. Oh, you got to know it, and it's so good. What I sell this week? Sold a bunch of shirts. Sold a bunch of jeans. Sold a few shoes, boots, and military clothes. If you are in a place, a town that has a military base, you are in a perfect place to pick up military clothes. Military clothes will sell. Excuse me. Maybe I shouldn't be telling y'all that. Y'all go out and buy all the military clothes and mine won't sell them. But, oh well, I don't mind helping somebody. You know. A lot of your bases, if you have access to it, have thrift stores on the base. Check into it. All right. Now, had to get my dog out of doggy jail. I was playing with him Sunday afternoon, and he's a beagle. He don't listen. He's like got a nose and four legs, and that's all. He catches a scent, he's gone. Well, I was playing with him. Next thing you know, he done told me, "Bye, see you later. I got places I got to go." When he said that, I told him, I said, "Now, Woody Dog, you need not go nowhere. You need to stay here with me." He said, "No, I got things I got to do." I said, "Okay, you know, guess." I figured he'd come back home. No, not Woody Dog. Somebody was kind enough to turn him into the shelter, and he was safe. The whole time, I live between two major streets, right between them, one on one side and one on the other. I was worried about something happening and got run over. You know, I really worried about it. Upset. And Sunday night, even me, old man, I cried about it. I asked God, please let him be safe. I really mean, please, dear Jesus, let him be safe. Well, he was. He was over in doggy jail, you know. He tried to talk me into bonding out some of his friends, but I just wasn't able to do that, you know. But I bonded him out. We had a few words, and he knows now that he goes outside, he's got to have that runner on him because he don't listen. Actually, kind of like it was when I was in my younger days. My grandfather, father, mother, tried to stay away from certain people and stay away from the alcohol, stay away from the drugs. Well, I guarantee you what, it didn't happen that way. I will say this: my mom and daddy raised me right. I did wrong on my own. Yep. And I've been down there one of them places where you ain't supposed to have to go, and I don't want to go back no more. But I quit drinking through the grace of God. I quit drinking 30 something years ago, and I ain't been back yet. It's really amazing how that works, you know. But just so it was safe and everything. And been dealing with a few problems with my mom. She's 91 now, and she's got the bronchitis, where she cough a lot. She says it's just a cold. I say at 60 plus years of cigarette smoking had a little bit to do with it. That's what I say. And back to eBay. I've invested about $250 in my lights. New set of lights. My lights make my pictures look good. To me. But, I got them Cadillacs in my eyes. I also invested in some risers. Shoe risers, clear. So it makes shoes look like they're just out there in the air. It really looks nice that way. Packing. I think a lot of people, especially new sellers, do not think that packing things properly is that important. But let me explain something to you. That's one of the most important parts of being a reseller, is the packing. I've had stuff that I've bought that I guess you'd say, sniped off auctions from the new resellers. Put stuff on auction, they don't have no clue what it sells for. Excuse me. And they have some of the worst pictures that you ever want to see. Dirty boots, dirty bottoms. I do a lot of boots. Dirty bottoms, pictures that taken on their bed, sitting on the stove, sitting on the couch, sitting all this kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I used to do that too. That ain't the way I do it no more. I gradually worked up into that. It's just very important. Like I say, I have some orders that come in and things are packed really nice and great. Perfect. No problem. But then I have some orders that you could actually tell that the seller did not care one bit about what it looked like when the buyer opened it. That's a problem. You want that package, when the buyer opens it, to be very happy. A lot of my free shipping, I say standard shipping. A lot of it goes priority, where they thinking it gonna get there in 1 to 5 days, but it gets there in 2 to 3 days. That makes that buyer happy and more likely to tell his friends, his or her friends, and maybe they'll purchase something from you, and then it goes on and on. But you've got to do good quality merchandise. If it's a pair of shoes and you wouldn't buy it yourself, don't try to sell it, because you're just asking for problems. And Don't nobody need no problems. That's just the way it is. Um, I do use eBay tape because I get it on my quarterly, but I don't think it's that great quality. The main problem I have with it is I end up getting two pieces, two at the same time, two roll out double. But oh well. You know, you can't always have everything the way you want it. That's called just the way it is law. You know, the law of just the way it is means that you're going to have things the way it is or do something about it. Oh, eBay's doing me wrong, and my dog done me wrong, and my girlfriend done me wrong, and oh, the bank done me wrong, and cable company done me wrong, and store done me wrong, and well, you ever thought about the fact it might be you? There's a certain country singer, and a lot of her songs is about how somebody has done her, how they've left her, and all this kind of stuff. I bet she ain't never thought about the fact that she might be the problem herself. Sometimes we may be the problem ourselves. We got to quit blaming others and take responsibility and deal with it. So that's what I'll do. Make sure you order your packages. Have plenty of extra stuff because we're in Q4. Actually, getting on up yonder in Q4. And we need to make sure we got stuff being shipped. I could give you a whole long list of everything I got sold in the last week, but I just ain't got the energy to do that. Like I say, I'm old man, and I just don't have much energy to last me all day long. I sometimes have to have naps in the middle of the day. It's just the way it is, but I can do that as being a reseller because I can make my own hours. I don't have to be at a restaurant at 6 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning and work to almost midnight. I don't have to go into a job exactly 3 o'clock and be under pressure the whole night long at a restaurant. I did a lot of truck driving. I don't think they want me to drive no semi when I can't see. So that's pretty much out. I used to love restaurant work, but then I got to the point where I hated restaurant work. I don't even like cooking at the house anymore. So if you're in a job that you just totally hate and it's bringing you down every day, find another job. Because a lot of people say, oh, they ain't no jobs. Well, if you get the reputation of doing your job and you get the reputation of knowing what you're doing and you do right, chances are there's going to be another job. But I will tell you this, you can sit on that couch and play your video games and smoke your weed and drink your beer. Very damn few jobs are going to come to you and get you to go to work for them. Oh, that's amazing, ain't it? Excuse me, I got that asthma. Yeah. But you got to take that leap. Sitting on that couch ain't taking no leap. It just ain't taking no leap. Well, you might take a leap sitting on that couch when you drink enough beer, you know. But I ain't got nothing against beer, don't get me wrong, but in order to be a productive citizen, you got to do other things in life besides sitting on you in restaurants. That's one of the things that if I was the manager of owner of a restaurant, if I had somebody working for me that's all they did was walk around like this all day on a dang cell phone, text and everything, I'd pull a dang Vince McMahon on them. You're fired. No questions asked. Because how in the world can somebody be working for you and be texting on the dang telephone at the same time? That ain't possible. Think about it. You know, common sense goes a long way. And it's not grown in everyone's garden. And if it is grown in people's garden, it is not cultivated properly. Like I heard a person say the other day, those saying, excuse me, that those saying that says the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, they ain't nothing at all true about that statement. Grass ain't always greener on the other side of the fence. Where the grass is greener at is where it is cultivated and fed and taken care of properly. That's just like in your business. If you cultivate your business properly and you do your things the way they're supposed to do, your grass will grow. Another thing, people say, oh, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's not true. I heard this preacher tell me one time, if you run that horse by the salt block enough times, eventually he gonna drink. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, don't it? There's another one they talk about. It's as easy as shooting fishes in a barrel. Well, let me explain you something. That's not exactly true either. I got me one of them barrels one time. I filled it full of water. Got me a .22 rifle. Put me a whole bunch of fish in that barrel. Started shooting them. I didn't hit the first fish, but boy, I had a whole lot of holes in my barrel. You know, they talk about, well, you need to get your ducks in a row. Well, all right. What kind of row? You want a circle row, a straight row, curved row? What? You know, they don't ever tell you that. And especially, think about it this way. They say get your ducks in a row. Well, if you get your ducks in the row, now, ain't nobody ever told you what to do after you get the ducks in the row. That would be a pretty important part of it, you know. And it all goes back to business. It goes back to knowledge. I watch a lot of YouTube videos about a lot of people. And I won't call out no names right now. Yeah, well, Prof Sales, Steve Rakin, Rakin Profits. I like Lonnie, Garage Slips. I like Andy, Parrot Head Picker. I like John Yarberry out of Cincinnati. He's called Cincinnati Picker. Like a few of those, like Alabama Pickers, you need to watch that. They have a morning show that comes on real early in the morning. And it kind of gets the day flowing, you know. But I will tell you this. You can sometimes put your trust in the wrong people. Especially people that think they know more than you do. Or think they take that back. People that think they know everything there is to know about everything. I call them egomaniacs. I don't know anybody like that, though. Not at all. No. Not at all. Don't know anybody that would ever do that. No, no, no. You know. And old Swamp Picker Glenn, he's a pretty good old feller, too. Idaho Hillbilly, I like him. He up yonder in them Idaho mountains. I like Dwayne Hale, Mothership Products. He had one of them shows every Saturday night where you buy stuff on auction. But the only thing is now, if you plan on watching their auction and trying to bid, you need to send that man your information. Because I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to have somebody bidding on something that ain't got the information and they don't pay for it and you ain't got no way of getting in touch with them. I had that happen when I did mine. One thing, I ain't never heard of JES Thrifting, but that one time when it bought a purse, did not pay, never heard another word from them. You know, why do people do things that don't make a bid on something if you ain't planning on paying for it? That ain't right. But everybody out here ain't right. Well, I'm gonna get off of this old video and everything, and I know it may not have helped y'all out much today, but I'm gonna try to start doing one of these what is it, vlog, vlog. I don't know where you keep up with what you every day doing. It's gonna be hard. I don't know if I can do it every day. I don't know if y'all even want to see what I'm doing every day. But, you know, just let me know if you're interested in me staying on this channel and doing videos. If you ain't, hell, I quit. If you are, let me know. Down there at that bottom, they got one of these things that look like this. That means you like it. They got one of them things that does like that. That means you don't like it. So, either way, if you like it or don't like it, do something, let me know. But one thing about it, if you do this or you do that, I know you was watching it. I be doggone, I guarantee it, that I did. I'm fixing, get ready to go down there and make me one of them potted meat and pineapple sandwiches for supper. Some of that sweet tea. Lord of mercy, your tongue beat your brains out trying to get more. It's just that way. You know, I may even go get me some of that potted meat, or some of that hog head cheese. That's some good stuff. I can guarantee it. I don't know if kind of music y'all like, but I like upbeat. I listen to a lot of gospel quartet, Southern gospel quartet, with the harmonies and the upbeat, and I like it. But I like all kinds of music, AC/DC, you know. I like some country music, but country music ain't what it used to be. And I just, I just got away from that. But y'all have a happy, happy day, 'cause you gotta think about it. Today is today. Tomorrow will be today tomorrow. But you don't know if you're gonna get tomorrow to be today. So you've got to do whatever you can do today, looking for tomorrow. You cannot change anybody's past. Oh, heck, I got a past. It'd take me 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, a bunch of hours to tell you all about it. But, yeah, ain't nothing you can do about it. Don't be ashamed of it. It made you what you are today. And just think about it. You can't be somebody else, because everybody else is already taken. Words wise. Well, no. It's words of wisdom from my old not knowing. See, ain't a lot between here and here. I can't help it. I do the best I can with what I got to do with. But I tell you what, everybody loves you and God does too. Y'all have a fantastic evening. If I never get one of these people to get me on the show again, I'll do a show with somebody. Most of them folks don't want me on their show. It's just plain and simply do not want me on their show. Does it hurt a little bit? Oh yeah. What can I do about it? Not a damn thing. In life, you can't make everybody like you. That's just the way it is. But if you make God like you, He'll take care of them other folks. He has a way of doing that. Some folks call it karma. I call it just paybacks or son of a bitch. It's just the way it is, you know. Yeah, that's just the way it is. But like I say, y'all have a fantastic day, and this old redneck white-haired man gonna get out of here. So long. Bye now.